Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. How are you today? It is Thursday, November 16, 2017. Alright people, this is what's going on now, and it really plays into exactly what I have been talking about over the past several days. So you've been watching this unfold in real time, and let's cover this real quick. As I am doing this video blog, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up about 120 points. The bond market is the main player here. Why is Greg saying that? After 3 days of the Federal Reserve and banks doing whatever they have to do to stabilize that bond market, well, their efforts have paid off, truly. And again, we're getting this rally in the stock market on the back of the bond market stabilizing. A few other things are going on here. Something else I really want you to pay attention to. You've heard me talk about the small cap stocks over the past couple of days, and that's really the index or the group of stocks that are targeted first by the stabilization fund. You can watch this every single time. Well, as I am doing this video blog, IWM, the small cap index, I've been telling you about this for days, percentage-wise is up the highest. Let's see, can you think of a reason why? Of course you can. Look, it's so easy to understand and make sense of how they rigged this whole thing if you just know where to look. And these past several days have been a classic example of how they try and have been successful this time to turn this whole thing around. You watch that bond market and you can see the incredible action going on over there. Then you watch the small caps first, ticker IWM, and you can get a handle on and see exactly what they are doing. And it's really incredible. So what else is going on here? Bitcoin back over 7,400. You know, let me just say this. Most of you know when Bitcoin was about this same price several weeks ago, I sold half of my holdings in Bitcoin. I told you I was keeping the other half. I sold half of Bitcoin holdings, not because I thought it was going to go any lower, honestly. I just wanted to use that cash for some other things. I had an incredible profit there. I mean, I've been buying Bitcoin, since it's 1,800 bucks. Some of you have been buying it since it's like $1. But it's a nice profit for me. So I pulled that cash out of there. And again, Bitcoin is marching higher. I have not added to my holdings of Bitcoin here. I still have a significant holding in Bitcoin, and I still believe it's going to 10 grand or higher. And I have to laugh when I hear these so-called professionals out here saying, oh, that's it for Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin had a pretty significant drop to hit like 6,000, and then you had all these professionals out there saying, oh, that's it, this is it, Bitcoin's going lower, it's done. I was actually laughing about it, I have to tell you the truth. And a couple of these people have some pretty lofty titles, and you got banker after banker after banker coming out bad-mouthing Bitcoin again. They're all imbeciles. You understand that. You know why they're saying this. Again, you know, Bitcoin, it's not in their wheelhouse. It's not their product. Debt is the banker's product, and they want you in dollars. It's that simple. Gold is higher. Silver is higher today. The U.S. dollar isn't doing too much of anything right now, but we're going to watch all this play out through the rest of the day. But here's the takeaway from this video here, and I want you to reflect on this, and you're going to go, wow. Over the past several days, I have covered at length the incredible effort that the powers that be here, this is the Federal Reserve, other world central banks, the Wall Street banks, have put into stabilizing the bond market over the past 3 days. It has worked. It has worked for now. Okay? There's going to be a point where they lose control here. And you can see the rally here in the stock market. Again, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up about 120 points. I wouldn't be surprised to see this rise throughout the day as long as the bond market stays where it is. If we start to see a sell-off here in the bond market. And again, pay attention to this. It's right on my website, right side of the page underneath the chat room. If you start to see bonds sell off there, I mean, it's in 15-minute intervals. Look for a rebound. You're going to see some entity go in there and start buying. Start buying it in this environment. You know who it is. It can only be one individual if we trace it back to one institution, and that is the Federal Reserve. They will try and continue to try to stabilize that bond market. So watch that action. Okay? That's important. Also, the small caps. Look what they're doing to them right now. They always target the small caps first. If that fails, then they start going after tech. So you can watch those two things. Watch small caps first, then watch tech, and you'll see if they manage to do that, they pull the rest of the market up with it. So manipulation right before our eyes. Could you imagine if a regulator were just to follow exactly what I'm saying right here? But, they won't do that. They're going to turn a blind eye just like they do with regard to the gold fixing. Just a quick question. How many of you out here who filed a complaint with the SEC have heard back from them? I know just a couple of you. I have yet to hear back from the SEC on my complaint. So, I don't know. If you did file a complaint, I want to know if you heard back from the SEC yet. So if you can post here, yes, Greg, I heard back from the SEC, or I have not heard back. I want to try to get a consensus as to what's going on here. All right, everyone. So let's see what happens throughout the day. And again, I cannot wait to do a follow-up video at the end of the day here. And it's going to be interesting to see how they play with this, to see if they have to step in here and start buying bonds once again. Because right now, bond market seems to have stabilized on its own. All right, with that said, I'll see you later.